to the top floor, but we started from the good.
In the 7 times the Rams and Ravens have matched up, LA has only won twice. Week 17 brings you the latest matchup in the series, next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. There's a scene a short time ago the Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Garden here with Charles Davis as always. And CD, you look at the Rams in this matchup, they know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late, so maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Caught left side, Hopkins. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing is Stafford. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Throwing on third down, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And number 8, Lamar Jackson trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson going to run. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Jackson now. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
He was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return is Henderson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The quick feet by Jackson, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. On 3rd down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson running again. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Edwards, touchdown, Baltimore.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give. This is Michel. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And still fighting. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run with Murray. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Sean Robinson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he's able to get it out of there. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Santa Clara. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. That goes out wide to Murray. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
There is something to a game.
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. To throw again on second down. Stafford airing it out deep for Woods. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. On third down, Michel. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
There's something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Throwing again on second down. Stafford, he gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Stafford looks to throw again. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Johnny Heater now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field, and he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Stafford on first down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The final shot before the break. Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Murray. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll run here. It's Murray.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Jackson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Shoves him away. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Jackson. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sean Robinson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!"
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Throwing again is Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Able to push his way through. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
And it's Michel once again. Oh, nice move. And he'll go down at the 28.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stafford. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Calais Campbell in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
On the handoff, it's Michel. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Stafford.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
Touchdown, LA!
Van Jefferson.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and he stopped immediately there. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
And Jackson going to run again.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a yard, Stafford looking left sideline, incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Houston in there again, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Michelle. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Here's second and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Here we go.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there of finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets him up with 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Michelle going to try again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Michelle. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They're running it. It's Michelle. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Jackson now down around his goal line.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more.
He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry? Or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up. And it always happens a little bit better if they feel like their quarterback's on their side.
So far, 5 sacks against him.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford throws left side. Atwell's got it.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Stafford on 1st down. It's brought in by Harris. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll run on 1st down.
Michelle. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw is Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now it's Stafford. They shakes him off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The 1st down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And the pressure gets to him again. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and